that carry, and Brew can do that, but Beastmaster takes the tower better. And then for Pango, it's like, okay, I want to get into the fight and disrupt it, and Puck just does that better too. It's like all of the things that Water Rune Enjoyers heroes want to do, D2 Hustlers heroes just do better. And well, they are going to run into each other over here. You can take a look at the esportsbet.io odds, still very much into the favor of the Hustlers as the tree gank is coming out, and maybe this is the way to do it. Just bring numbers, kill off the Llama. He gets the ignite burn. Mary, drop in. No, it's the Llama that goes down first.
No, a really cool play from Water Runes. That's a natural play that teams want to do against tree, right? To buy the Quelling Blade, run up and start killing the trees. So it was overall really nice heads up 5-man smoke to defend your safe lane and enable your draft to enter the game. And yeah, we're mentioning how hero for hero it feels a lot better for D2 Hustlers, but they do, like, I think Pango, Techies, these heroes, like if you give them like one early item, 15 minutes, they can just break the game. But again, I'm skeptical. I'm still gonna sell it as an underdog story if they are to win this game. I'll happily, you know, die on that pedestal, but we'll see.
Well, hopefully nobody dies in this game, but it is a possibility. Actually, that's definitely true. People are going to die in this one.
It's not C, mate. We're not going to wait 27 minutes for a first one, all right? We got it at like sub 1 minute.
That's true. The thing that I would say, though, is that, yeah, I definitely agree with you about the Techies being this hero that can break the game, that can cause a ton of issues, and it feels like he's the one on Yond that's going to need to get a lot done. Obviously, Stoikov needs to have a good game, but we got to see some fireworks from Techies, which is a thing that hero excels at. And you know, the other thing that's kind of going to be interesting is they have a nice little combo here with the Cinder Brew and the Sticky Bomb. Really annoying spam. Yeah,
no, this is why they probably paired up the Brew with this Techies. Once you apply that Cinder, then you start throwing some spells on top, activating it. Like, it's a really cool lane. I just think they need to try and find a moment that they punish the Clock's poor positioning to then kill the Sniper. And I feel like if Sniper dies once in this lane, that's when it becomes just like, wait a second, Brew's now hit 6, Brew's killing Sniper again. Sniper can't go safe lane, and that's kind of the momentum Water Runes need to kind of lean on. So I'm really looking at this bot lane to find that one opportunity, but it's so hard to find, by the way. Like, this is, I'm talking about like a 1 in 10 play that they find just because of how good Shad is at positioning.
Yeah, and they're doing things too. Angel's coming on over to go and contest the camp, and as soon as he comes back to lane, immediately he's on top of Yond again, trying to harass back that Techies. Everybody is somewhat low HP, but already taking a look at the mid, and look at that. Bro,
yeah, this is rough.
11-3 versus 5-0. Having a great start as Angel. He's fine.
I was staring at bot lane because I think this is quite a pivotal lane. I didn't expect this to be such a wash in mid lane, but yeah, this is just pure out CSing, manipulating the creeps and forcing Puck to miss a couple key CS. I say a couple, it's like 5 right now.
Yeah, that's quite good for him. And obviously had some damage down bottom. Yond keeps the pressure on, or rather Angel keeps the pressure on Yond. But they did manage to block out that camp again. So that's 2 rounds with no pull available. Kind of a nice little move there.
Yeah, and that's the perfect thing for D2 Hustlers. As soon as this lane gets pulled once by Water Runes, that chase down potential of Techies and Brew, that's where the kill threat comes into play. So Angel just really having a really solid entry to this laning phase, preventing the hard camps, trying to protect the small camp, tanking up the early spam, and yeah, Shad's had a free time. No additional regions really been shipped out for him. Happily farming up so far, 10 for 7. Yeah, so far really good laning phase from D2 Hustlers in the safe lane.
Yeah, D2 Hustlers in the off lane right now are trying to pull some creep waves around. Alex is getting chased down by Mary. Does manage to connect this pull together. There is another wave meeting right above them. Palantimos farming that one freely at the moment. But yeah, need to keep an eye on this bottom one where some fireworks might be coming out. Level 2 is there for the Techies. They need to play really safe down bottom.
This top lane is such a meme. It's like 2 separate lanes in the same lane at the same time. Like, you've got like 8 creeps battling out, 2 heroes fighting in different areas. I can't wait for the patch where lane manipulation is going to get absolutely put in the bin.
It's never happening.
Yeah, that's true. I'm really coping right now.
Oh, he's in trouble, and yeah, going to die. So they managed to find the kill down bottom, and in spite of all the harassment that Angel's been taking, it's been to the tune as Devi Lama takes some damage up top, and he actually might go down here. No, it doesn't look like they want to chase for it. But in spite of the fact that they've been able to harass Angel down bottom, still a great start for the sniper. 15 and 8 on him.
Yeah.
And they're going to jump onto Shad now, actually. Down bottom, managed to get a big clap afterwards, and Shad in trouble.
Cogs.
One more hit, but the Cogs, they move in and save the life of the sniper. Oh, man. Angel, is he going to go down now? They did get the Cinder Brew on him, but no Cinder Brew now for Shad. Angel will die, and Shad dropping down somewhat low. They have another sticky bomb in a couple of seconds. Turn, throws it out, a couple more punches, doesn't connect. Ooh.
But that's the aggression that this offlane can provide. And like that one opportunity, clock off to the side, regenerating for a second, instantly on the sniper. You know, Shad, he has to be careful. Even though they get the cheap kills in the lane, there's always going to be a kill threat if he is alone. But no, this safe lane is... The reason why they do feel so strong is because they have the double stick from Hustlers. Shad, or Angel at least. There's so much spam, right? It's Cinder Brew, it's Clap. Everyone's just spamming spells from Water Runes in this lane. So one value stick... plus some cheap regen is really allowing Angel to continue to muscle up, and the one time he doesn't have it, that's when they nearly kill off the sniper.
Right. Yeah, it's been a nice way to keep them alive in a lane that otherwise would be really difficult to deal with. They will drop down that ward over on that side too, as they get one in a pretty good position in the lane. They're trying to spam from fogs, that way they don't connect onto him and get stick charges. But again, Cogs, they come out. Jan's trying to keep his buddy alive. Shad walks back into the sticky bomb, and it's enough harassment with level 3 on techies that they force back the sniper.
And you see the Brewmaster with Tranquils, like he really just wants to stay in this lane as long as possible, eke out as much XP, and when he hits 6, bam, see a sniper, leave this lane. Pango will probably TP in as well, and that's kind of the big moment for Water Runes to try and enter this game. And yeah, so far CS-wise, Drow, Pango, everyone's having a great time. Drow's doubling Sniper's CS right now just because of how much pressure BNC and Yond are applying in this offlane. Yeah, Palantimos, like, he's just been chilling by his tier 1 tower top. Like, we briefly looked here, like 2 minutes ago. He hasn't had to really leave this area of the lane. It's just been static laning from Water Runes in this top lane.
But with the 6-minute rune, they are going to try and make a move, and this is a bold play. Level 6 ready on that puck, wants to find Palantimos. If they just get Mary, that's not good enough, so they find the Drow, turns out around with the Gust, and, well, they might not get anybody, in fact. The multi-shot out, but Palantimos, he's fine, 17 stick charges.
Yeah, really nice from Palantimos, just reading them out quite nicely, positioning himself to the top side of the lane, and, of course, having Gust by level 5 allows him to just, you know, quell any of the threats.
I mean, that's an unfortunate use of a haster in there. Does not manage to find anything. And on the other side, Stoikov, he's going to move down bottom. And this is a much bigger kill if they can get this one. Moves on in, finds the finish onto Angel. Shad playing down bottom, though. And they won't get him.
No, I love that move from Stoikov. It's get the free kill, but then don't waste 20-30 seconds of your time looking for that sniper, trying to force yourself. Just walk back to mid lane. You're doing really well in the CS versus puck. Just keep making your play, because now in the back of your mind, it's like, puck failed a rotation, I succeeded. Get back to mid, keep looking. And as soon as, I think, Brew hit 6 that I mentioned earlier, that's when maybe he uses a TP to enter the lane. If sniper steps up too far, some tornado into roll, that's a dead carry. So I love the fact that Water Runes, I feel like they're entering this game just with like calmness. I think in previous games, they've just been super agitated to do things, and this is a refreshing take on their play so far.
They move in and they find him. Don't even need that level 6. Just get the kill with the roll, ensuring that they get it here, and maybe going to turn back onto Shad or to Angel as well. Stoikov right on top of him. They find this clockwork, a good bounce, and then the swash gets the finish. So 3 kills in 2 minutes for this Pango.
Yeah, Pango's just popping off, and that sentry he just walked past, that's his own sentry that he placed to check down for this natural radiant ward to scout out the mid rotation. So yeah, Stoikov dewarding his own area of the map to secure his rotations, killing the clock, killing the sniper, then back for the clock again. Yeah, I think this is an incredible start from Water Rune enjoyers. Like, I don't think I've seen them top 3 net worth in a game for best part of this DPC. So yeah, this is probably the best start they could have ever asked for, honestly. And I think the context is, like, they have to win this series to force out at least 2-5 tiebreakers to survive the division.
We'll see if they could actually make that happen. There is this other rotation. Stoikov is right there, though. Has the shield crash. Drow in trouble. Pops the stick. The gust is out, and now tries to go for Mirage. They will find him. That long duration silence. A couple more punches. Stoikov there. Mirage gets the jaunt. No, he didn't. He just punched him.
I mean, he was pretty dead, to be fair, but it's always nice when the tree gets the kill. Man, Stoikov's just doing everything right now. All these plays bottom is just through natural movement, and then as soon as Puck TPs, he mirrors that TP, which allows him to also enter the fight. And Drow holding this 20 wand, all the small things what Rune doing right now, and it's all because just Stoikov's just playing this map perfectly to make sure he is applying maximum pressure.
Wow, a really impressive move. They will find up top there that Rune is, I think, keeping the pressure on. There was a ward that was just placed down that gets taken away that scouted that rotation. It was basically underneath the tower. But regardless, a 3,000 gold lead at 10 minutes. This is what you were hoping for Water and Enjoyers. What do they need to do to try and secure it? What do the next couple of minutes look like for them?
Well, let's utilize the early levels that they got on their supports. You know, Techies is already level 6 as the 10-minute mark hits. No tomes available yet. Or they're shipping out. So just keep finding these kills, and they're already doing it to Angel bot. Farewell, Angel. And this is what I want to see from them. Just Techies sync up with Brew with 6. Techies sync up with, you know, the Pangolier. Sure, Mary dies top. That's an inevitable. Beastmaster, insanely good at outing these position 5s from defending these towers for a long time. Even Tree. You throw a Hawk, you see him. So, but I just want to see kills from Waterroos. Just make this map feel like a bloodbath right now.
They will cancel the TP top from the Brew, but keep Stoikov up here. Obviously want to keep those towers alive with Tree in the game, and you can see that instead Water and Jerry is saying we're going to pressure bottom lane, kill anybody that shows up, but now they don't have a TP available for the Brew. Don't know if Hustlers know that or not.
Yeah.
And, well, they do he'll still have this Dark Troll Summoner too, so the tower push is going to be kind of intense.
Yeah, well, the Brew doesn't have a TP in his inventory right now, so they are well aware he cannot get it to the top lane.
Yeah.
And they are frantically scouting out.
They get the lift. Wants to pull him back in. Stoikov, he has Swashbuckle now, but leashed up. Overgrowth to try and keep him alive. It's not going to happen. Oh, man. A little unfortunate there. TPing up without any help to come in, and they will lose that tower. They're going to lose the Pango. That's the move the Hustlers needed.
And not only that, Alex also still Overgrowth in that engagement as well. So this Rubik is packing a big ultimate now at the 11-minute mark. This could just be a swift movement to mid. Bring 5 heroes, take down this mid tier 1, and slowly try and claw back some map pressure.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you think about the power of this Brew split and what it means in these team fights, and likewise what it means if you don't have it. And he does get that TP delivered now, used it to try and get in there and help out top on the other side. They get the silence onto the Puck and actually going to find him. So Mirage in no man's land gets taken down for the regen rune. And so they can't make that move to take the mid-tier 1.
Yeah, I think, you know, Hustlers positioning-wise, they didn't really look like they wanted to make a quick move after that. And I guess they were respecting the roll plus the split, but yeah, as soon as the Water Runes reset, they're just getting kills after kills. This is, yeah, I think this is, if anything, this is now the fragile part of the game for Water Runes, where they can throw it if they continue to make these, like, TP but cancel plays, don't fight as, you know, 3 or 4 heroes, because they are so strong that as soon as they waste 1 hero in an engagement, D2 Hustlers, they naturally will sync up as 4 or 5 because they're behind. So you can't just, like, sacrifice your own kind of resources in the fight.
Right.
And we're kind of seeing it a little bit with the greediness of this Brewmaster. Like, he's just been AFK farming so far, but in this bot lane, he tried to go for Vessel, but then he's like, oh, my game's kind of good, so actually let's go for the Axe instead. So he's forgone going for the Vessel at this point in the game to then try and go 2 components deep into Aghanims. And it does show a little bit of the greediness coming out of the playstyle, and it might bite them down the line. I'm not really seeing the punch from this early game advantage that they've had.
Well, they are going to smoke up now with 2 Stoikov, Jan moving in. They are in the area where Angel was doing some stacking and Shad was farming, but recognizing the danger, they will head out of there. Jan They see Angel now. They want to go for a bigger kill than that and don't want to give up this ward. Instead, gonna wrap through mid, try and find Shad. Now, this would be a big kill if they could catch the sniper right here. And, well, they see him for a moment. Jan throws out the bomb, but can't connect. Yeah. And instead, it's going to be Devi Lama that makes the move over, and we'll find Mary here. So, Roar into an easy kill.
That's what. Oh, wait, hold
maybe?
up.
Does he
They're
not
scared
go
for the overgrowth. They're scared of the counterplay.
Okay, overgrowth comes out, and now trying to kill off the creeps. They throw out a multi-shot, bring down Alex, now trying to find another. Do they have any way to break it? No way, but they get the kill nonetheless. Yond actually secures that one.
That was incredibly awkward. Like, Beast Rubik, they don't have the most explosive damage, right?
Whoa.
And sure, Stoikov, he's going to look for the Shad.
Oh, they had that ward down, and now they know. Oh, that is really good. But the hook shot tries to keep him alive. They missed the swashbuckle onto Shad. Mirage there for the turnaround. Went in 4 too deep. And now Coil going to be dropped. They try and break it, want to get out of there. He has Blast Off back up in a second to get some separation. Might need to use it here, or just pig pull away.
I'm just offended that Shad's not tipping Angel there. Like, this man just hooked himself into death to save his carry, and Shad doesn't even have, not even a well played, not even nothing. Just absolutely nothing. But yeah, great plays from the Clockwork there, just to continue defending Shad.
Ooh, and they realize that there was a ward in the area, gonna run in with Blink, try and see if they can disrupt things, but immediately the lift and the pullback. We have not seen a Brew split this entire game. It's still a 3,000 gold lead, and he's almost got Aghanims, but I really want to see him get involved.
I 100% agree. I'm a little bit bewildered by the lack of Brew splitting, and of course it comes down to the fact that he TP top counts but it stays bottom, right? And that play alone completely disjoints his desire to enter the fights, because running across the map, not in his the best intention. So I can see why we've not seen it yet, but I feel like one of these smokes could have included him. One of these plays could have just been let's bring the Brew to the fight. Let's take this mid tower after we crush them in this engagement. But yeah, it's now they're trying to walk in by themselves. I think okay. Nice, Techies does have the shard, I was about to say.
Angel, they missed that swashbuckle onto him, but do get the ignite nonetheless. Yeah, Techie's shard definitely is a very high point for fighting. 100 gold away right now from Blink to getting that Aghanim Scepter. And I mean, everybody that's played Dota knows this feeling of just, I almost got my item, let me chill for a second, let me get it. Then they can make that move towards mid. I worry about this sniper, though, who is starting to get into a couple of those items. If he comes online in a big way, I mean, they're going to have issues later on. They need to take full advantage here.
Yeah, Sniper's his hero that isn't just as simple as jump on top of him, you kill him. He's now got, of course, he's got the concussive grade with his shard. You just buy Hurricane Pike. You naturally like buying Silver Edge. So there's a lot of utility items and items that you buy that make this hero feel kind of hard to kill. And when you're relying on movement-based lockdown, be it Pango and Brew, that's where Sniper's defensive tools feel even better. So I think there is a window in the game that they have to punish him before he becomes this elusive, annoying hero, on top of having to try and CC a puck and get through the Beastmaster. So very much Water Runes need to try and find some plays, but Blink complete on the Pangolier, Aghanims complete on the Brewmaster. This has to be the time Water Runes look to take the fight.
And we're already seeing, oh my god, he immediately gets it killed. 70 seconds for the Primal Companion to be back up again.
Just gotta wait 70 seconds, Lyrical. All good, don't worry, just 70 more seconds.
I mean, I love the combo too that he has. He's like trying to dispel magic to kill off Hawks, to kill off these summons and things like that. But yeah, getting found immediately feels pretty bad. But Mirage, right next to him, Stoikov there, goes in, finds the haste with the blink. And able to steal that one away, but they Brew split immediately. Now on top of Divide, they kill off one of the pandas, looking for more. They are all dying. Need to be very careful to keep them alive. It's the only one Brewling left. He throws out a Dispel Magic, almost dead, but comes back to life again. Now the jump in, Mirage on top of the tree, and multi-shot stolen, Drow in trouble. Alex thinking about going in for him. The Brew starting to fall. The raindrop's going to be enough to keep him alive. But the axes, they finish off that Brew. Water and Enjoyers just take a bad fight, and this gold lead has completely evaporated.
Yeah, an incredibly forced fight there. The fact they're walking through the river, not even smoked up. This Brood sees the Beastmaster, so he starts throwing some spells. He's level 11. He's a quarter of the way to 12. It just felt incredibly forced. And that was a product of probably maybe 8 minutes of Water Rune saying, guys, we're ahead. We're in the lead. We have level advantage. We have item advantage. We need to be killing them. But it took them 8 minutes to try and make a clean move as a full team. They hit some timings, but no one was there. It was like Brew by himself. So yeah, very much Water Rune's really just being their biggest enemy right now with how they're trying to play out this game.
It's a little bit rough. And the next couple of minutes are where it might go from just being like somewhat even to really being a problem for the Water and Enjoyers, because Hustlers have come online. You've got Helm of the Overlord. They've got Dragonlance now. Shad can hit from even further away. They find Alex for the moment, trying to go in solo. A really good jump from Techies. Almost enough for the kill onto the Puck, but he does manage to get some separation. Coil for the turn. Hook shot in, finds both of them, and the game has well and truly gone off the rails. They lose the Techies, force out the roll, can't connect onto any targets. Water and Enjoyers, they got to pull it together here.
Luckily for both teams, both of their ranged carries have a Grove Bow, so at least, you know, the game's being quite fair and honest to both teams.
True.
And you can see from Hustler's playstyle, though, it's like they understand that if they get drawn into these sloppy engagements, into the chaos that Water Runes try to create, that's when this game will be difficult. They just sit back, they farm, they're not rushing to hit this tier 1 tower. Like, after that successful fight around about 11-12 minutes, you didn't see them instantly hit this tower. They're like, you know what, boys? Let's just continue to farm. Let's play our side of the map, protect our triangle, ensure that we aren't going to get, you know, picked off or ganked. And the product of that playstyle is you naturally do find your items. Like Divine Llama, 1 component deep into BKB, like everyone on Hustlers is scaling as an even pack. Like, just look at the net worth between the 3 cores. Just together, they will scale into the game.
Yeah, and they are going to try and get some counter pressure on towards mid while this pressure is going top. But this is a tier 2 for a tier 1. They have great vision in the area. They see Stoikov moving in with this Hawk here, and will manage to kill that one off. But yeah, tower for some pretty good damage onto the tier 2, but without killing it. And tree here, this actually ends up working out okay for Water and Enjoyers.
Yeah, they'll take this as a win. An instant smoke up again. They have all the spells. They need to cleanly connect on one fight. Any team that wins here can get Roshan.
Living armor. They get the lift up onto Puck. Do they have anything for after? Trying to time it together with Yond with the jump in, but it's too scary.
Killing off the Beastmaster. Creepstone in the top side of the jungle. And
he gets to resummon.
Yep. Takes over a new creep.
Okay. Roll. Did not bring him down. Do manage to find the combo with Techies. So that one is nice. And can they find any more? Alex slowed down. Got him with the Diffusal Blade. A couple more hits is all they need. And in fact, Alex tries to get out of there. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. They get the rundown. So Water and Enjoyers find a couple and are going to manage to kill off that creep.
Always starts with a creep and ends with a creep. Dead for 30 seconds. Probably not the biggest window to be able to go Roshan. They're respecting the clockwork, the Puck. Some of the best heroes that counter-playing at the Roshan pit. So they'll just take the kills. Accept the fact that they can actually kill D2 Hustlers if they are together. And they continue to sweep across the map.
Yeah, they definitely have like a lineup that if they get the jump from Water and Enjoyers and if they can find the right targets, it feels very good for them. And for Hustlers, I think probably just need to play a little bit more chilled out a little bit, maybe try and keep farming up, get into those items for Sniper so he can kind of carry him through this.
Yeah, 100%. Like, as soon as Sniper's about to complete BKB now, Beastmaster, once he gets BKB, both of these heroes can now just cushion a little bit of that initiation. The threat of Pangolier falls off a little bit. It's why you see Pango going for a more physical damage build, going for a basher in his quick buy. He understands that if he just goes full utility and lockdown, he's going to be non-existent for his team down the line. So yeah, it's all on D2 Hustle. I was mentioning the patience and playstyle that it presented. The one time that they cross the river and try and position there, Water Runes instantly go, get out of our jungle, die, shoot, you know? And that's where probably Hustlers will want to retreat back to their defensive playstyle. So,
Hook shot in. They find him. Blink in some trouble. Can't get the blink, or can't get it off. No ulti available. So they kill off the Brew. And now Coil connects onto the two supports. They try and get out of there. Do have Overgrowth ready, as well as the Holy Locket to heal back up Mary if things get too testy. Angel trying to chase, but they can't get in range. Still a big kill on the Brew. And actually, no,
nice
they find him.
calls.
Oh, Mary. Wait, turn? Can they get anything in turn? No. Mirage, in fact, now is on top of Pango, and Stoikov has to use the roll-up to dodge that damage. She was getting pretty freaking low.
Just so over-aggressive from Water Rune enjoyers. Like, I'm looking at the mini-map, and you've got Pango in bot lane showing, you've got Drow walking to top lane about to show, and you've got 3 of Water Runes just in the middle of the map, just trying to make these aggressive plays against a team that doesn't really want to be aggressive. It often isn't going to pay off, and that one poor decision instantly leads into Roshan. It's the speed in which one mistake can just destroy a game.
And now they try and get here in time, but it's coming too late. The hook shot in catches the clockwork. This fight still could go well for them. And Shad realizes it, just BKBs, gets the hell out of there. The rest of the team trying to escape. Divine Llama in trouble. Will get caught by that Basher. Throws out the hurl boulder. They pick up 3, but it was the Aegis for the Hustlers.
Yeah, and this is where Water Runes, they'll be communicating. Like, guys, imagine if we were the ones doing this. Imagine if we were the aggressors. Look at how they have to run from us. Like, I don't think Hustlers are actually able to take a fight right now in a perfect 5-on-5 engagement. It's just they've done a really good job at punishing the positioning Water Runes to never allow that kind of snowball momentum that they need to unlock this dire draft. So
I hope they're not saying that, because that sounds like bad thinking.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, true. Okay, let me phrase. They're thinking it, all right? They're thinking it. To be, yeah, hindsight is a thing, all right?
Thinking it, not saying it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my bad.
I hear you. Well,
maybe there's one guy on the team who's like awkwardly saying it, but like more like a let's maybe smoke up after Aegis in 4 minutes. That always happens in pubs, you know. They get Aegis. Like, don't worry, guys. Wait 5 minutes and then we'll kill them, you know.
I hear you. That sounds like the way to go. What do you think about the Blink going in for the Hex after BKB? They just want some more lockdown, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much that. I think this puck is always going to be super annoying in the game. And that's where Brewmasters, like, I think even like 33, when he used to play it, he'd go Vessel first because he knows that his hero needs to do stuff outside of Split. If you play on just Split, especially against Beastmaster, Sniper, they're going to destroy your Split. So you need to have avenues to enter an engagement without just feeling like an ultimate bot. So yeah, I think Vessel's the old school playstyle, and now he's going Hex. I'd like to see him get there. I don't know if there's going to be that much of map for him to get there, but if he is able to, it could be a real pivotal moment entering the late game for him.
I mean, it does feel like whenever you see those items queued up, it gives you a sense of how the team feels in that moment, which is, we need this to fight. We need this to make something happen. And instead of taking that fight right away, they're going to try and push out and make a counterplay, trying to pressure this bottom tier 2. There were some pings up to high ground. Is Shad thinking about going up here? I mean, they do have this Helm of the Overlord creep.
I mean, they have Beastmaster. I wouldn't see why they'd be scared of doing it. They push a lot quicker than Water Runes, and when you don't really know where your opponent is, naturally hitting the tier 3 gives you that information, right? They have to TP back, they have to defend it. So this, if they are to hit this top tower, I'd be surprised if they fully commit, but more let's see how long it takes for them to stop farming the rest of the map. Ooh, I like this though from Water Runes. I like the fact the 5-man smoke. Not a lot of teams do this, you know. Maybe they could surprise them a little bit.
And I think that Hustlers recognizing this, they're checking for wards, they're checking all these areas, anticipating the smoke could be coming their way. I think it took a little bit too long for anybody to respond to it.
That was so cool. On the minimap, both teams drew the circle of where they are and the line of how they want to get there. And it basically was a perfect parallel. Like, they just walked past each other. It was... You don't see that often. The perfect 5-on-5, just bye-bye, see ya. We'll just trade jungles real quick.
Yeah, that was nice. And they didn't really leave any vision around. There is one ward up here by Stoikov right now, which is going to scout them out. And in fact, with that boar there, it makes them... Maybe they made a check. Last tip was misclick, bro.
Oh, okay. God. It's the bro at the end. That's the part that just hits me. Oh, bro.
Is it a friendly bro or a mean bro?
I mean, I guess Devi's a little bit disgruntled, just like this fight.
Oh, in trouble. He's living though. Stoikov, he gets out of trouble. So they kill off Jan. That's the cost to save one. And Blake pops the BKB, gonna go immediately into the ulti. Tries to get out of there and does look like he's gonna be able to escape pretty effectively, but that's brew split used and Techie's down.
Yeah, this is very uncomfortable for Water Runes. Having to use your BKB to get the split off. Maybe Devi Llama's all chat caused some giggles in the ranks of Water Runes and forgot their positioning for a second. Yeah, they are fighting into an Aegis, so they have to just concede a lot of the map. And we haven't really, I didn't really see this or mention it too much, but yeah, Mary went for a Holy Locket. We don't really see this often in Treant Protector. Normally it's Shards, Blinks, and 4-staffs playing around Overgrowth, but he's going for more of a healing option, and I don't know how effective this is. I'm pretty sure the numbers for Living Armor don't feel too great, but...
Well, I think also that you can see immediately both him and Techie's queuing up the Glimmer Cape, feeling like they need that other defensive item instead. Yeah, it feels a little rough. But another tier 2 tower taken mid also, and the smoke out. I mean, for Water and Enjoyers, is this desperation mode? What's the feelings right now?
Oh, it definitely is desperation mode when you're smoking up with your brew not having split. Brew BKB about to come back off cooldown, but yeah, this is one of those uncomfortable smokes. Of course, Aegis did just expire, so they're hoping for some lax positioning from Hustlers.
It's the Angel.
Only are finding Angel.
Get Living Vision down, but they do have a ward in the area. Like immediately gonna get caught. Weird things happening with hook shots and able to pull them away from that fight somehow. Devi runs in. The Overgrowth is there. They lose Yond again. Stoikov bouncing back and forth, not finding any heroes, and this brew in trouble.
They can't
gonna
stop
get absolutely sniped by Mirage. Palantimos, he's getting chased down. Just going to evaporate, and everybody is falling to death. They do manage to barely get out on Stoikov, but a disastrous fight for Water and Enjoyers.
Yeah, once again, they really are just desperate to find that engagement, and it feels like that's been the theme of the game ever since the 10-minute mark, where Water has had that 3k lead, level advantage, all the big ultimate spells, but unable to connect just two cores together with the techies at the same time. It feels like for the next 20 minutes. And
can see this replay here.
So
that was a weird hook shot thing.
Yeah, okay, sure. I didn't even catch it properly on the replay to even try and understand what happened there, but all right. I'm not even gonna try and lie to you there, boss.
No problem. I'm not sure what happened, but it's what you were talking about earlier. These BKBs come out and they just do not care about Pango anymore.
Yeah, it's so hard. Like, we're seeing this replay, and look at Shad. He's a sniper who BKBs, and he's not running away with the BKB. He's running in with the BKB. He's A-clicking deeper. He just sees no threat in this game. Imagine he gets overgrowthed. Ooh, what's going to happen now? Nothing. Nothing's going to happen to him. I think D2 Hustlers, they are thriving in the chaos of these fights, and that is often something that Water Runes needed to lean on with these heroes. And for them to play it out now, it's all about the jump. I think if they can surprise D2 Hustlers and kill off a pivotal hero at the start of the fight, that's when they might have the ability to kill them off. You know, Techies jumps one, Brew Cyclones another. Now you suddenly have like a 3-4 man fight where you have all 5. That could be an opportunity for the comeback. Like, it's only a 4k lead. So vision and positioning is critical for Water Runes if they are to try and muster some comeback plays now.
Yeah, I hear you. It definitely feels like they need to get that perfect opening. Finding Angel in the last one was like a decent start, but I think lifting the clockwork realistically doesn't even really change that much because he just lands and then hook shots in, and well, they find the Brew, didn't get BKB off, pops it now. Oh no, that one hurts.
And if you look at the left-hand side of your screen, you see Treant Protector dewarded a ward. That was a Radiant ward on the hill of the Dire Triangle. So they fully knew where this Brew was standing the entire time. It was a quick pick and go, and yeah, again, it boils down to that team play, right? Like, standing there, but you haven't checked the hill behind you. These are the uncomfortable things that can prevent your ability to get back into the game. But D2 Hustlers capitalizing it. And I feel that's just the theme of D2 Hustlers, right? Every time they play out these games in Div 2, they're just always a solid unit.
Oh, here it is, the slowdown. So
Ogre sealed up.
Oh, he hit Mirage. Okay. He hit the
see.
puck who jaunted
All right,
back.
yeah.
I've never seen that before.
That's actually hype. Oh god, that was beautiful.
Thank you,
actually.
production. Appreciate that.
Thank you. I won't lie. The third time I watched that replay, I was just staring at Brewmaster for some reason. I'm lagging today, boss. I was like, what's happening with this brew? Oh wait, this is the clock highlight. My bad. All right,
Well,
another
they're
Hail
gonna head
Mary
out.
from Water Runes.
Dude, again, right under vision. They see everything. Cogs out, stops the jump immediately. They get the lift, though, onto Brew, or excuse me, Beastmaster. They still can't really do that much onto anybody except for Angel. Alex blinks in. Goes immediately onto Devi Llama, but Mirage finds the backline. Drow already at like
already
no
dead.
HP for Palantimos. And Mary, trying to keep him alive, is going to get lifted and brought back to death. 2, that is 3 dead. Game feels very tough.
Just the fact that we haven't even had to entertain Shad dying in the last half an hour has been insane. Like this guy just, what's to scare him in this game? He's just vibing. You're talking about the vibe checks right now. D2 Hustlers, they're vibing out of control. Shad, he is having a spectacular game. What, nearly 24,000 damage. Whew.
Up top, Mirage is pretending to deny the ancient Thunderhide. He kept doing it and throwing out pot shots, but yeah, they are in a very strong position. You know, don't need Drow Aura on this puck to keep them strong. They just have the sniper be the Drow. It's like what Kezu was saying in the draft. I felt like the two options of, okay, you can get on top of the Drow or you can just be a better version of her. And that's what Shad's been able to do. And now going into the pit, they've got even the freaking frenzy to boost up Shad.
Some beautiful attack speed. Oh my god.
He's a monster.
He's like Lena. Wait, this is how you beat Lena, guys.
Oh,
you need the
no.
Thunderhide with a sniper, and then you just Gatling cannon the Lena's face.
Yeah,
okay, there
probably
we go.
shouldn't ban Lena, right? That seems like a good idea. It's worked out very well for people in the past.
Yeah, I'm sadistically trying to manipulate the Div 2 standings at this point. That's for sure. Oh god.
Goodness. Well, 35 minutes in, 13,000 gold lead. And for Water and Enjoyers, it was always going to be tough coming out of the draft, but they have definitely fallen prey to the issues that we said were going to plague them from the get-go. Tough game.
Yeah, really tough game. And mentioning Shad's item early on in the game, he's gone for exactly that. The Hurricane Pike, he's got the Shard, the Silver Edge. So even if there is a scenario where Water Runes find him, I'm skeptical that they have the continued lockdown and damage to stop this elusive hero that has been created over the 30 minutes of farm.
Yeah.
And with the vision of the Beastmaster plus the auras, he just has to hit from low ground.
Angel.
Oh, Angel.
Will get brought down, so they managed to find one. Now looking for another, they get the lift up onto Alex. Just ignore the sniper, kill everybody else. Maybe it's a path for victory here. We'll see if it ends up working out for him. They will get Alex. Use the roll on that. We're hoping to find more, but nobody else is home.
Okay, that's actually massive for Water Runes. You get back a gem, so you get to just, de-ward your jungle. And that is honestly the only way Hustlers can maybe concede a bit of their lead, is not playing around the sniper hitting high ground. Like, this could have been a super slow engagement where sniper just hits patiently, you hug the tree line. If they initiate on you, you utilize your defensive toolkit to reposition the sniper to safety, and you play out the fight. But instead, Angel's in aggressive position, Rubik blinking in. Just a couple freebies for Water Runes, but in no way is this saying that this is now an even game, for sure. But you have to respect that they can, they can die. Sniper can't, but everyone else can.
Well, and if everybody else is dead, then maybe Sniper can too. Who knows? There's a
That
chance.
is true.
Yeah, maybe he was just AFK for a while. Oh, Raj, they got him. That's big. No dispel. All right, don't look now. Palantimos just got 1,400 gold.
Dude, that's
For the
a
whole
big
team.
amount of gold. Look at good old Puck, right? This is the classic Puck player, right? You go for Kaya Sanj, Octarine Core. You don't get yourself any defensive items. You don't need to. You've been having a good game, but the one time you slip up, that's 1,400 gold. Yeah, like you're mentioning.
You know what is interesting is that I think this is the type, this is the moment where in Div 1 you see these games just end, and in Div 2 there's some shenanigans and we go to like 50 minutes,
Oh, isn't it lovely?
Maybe they can make a comeback happen.
Oh, it's absolutely lovely. I have no complaints with this, the volatility.
Yeah.
because of that, Drow now picked up a Lincoln Sphere to deal with the lift, the roar through BKB. You've also got Trickster's Cloak potentially coming out for the Drow. I think she might change from the Grove Bow just to give herself a little bit more survivability. And that's kind of massive. Like, she's not been able to stand her ground in any of these fights, but you now pick up all these defensive items plus the Trickster. You know, it could be enough for her to go toe for toe.
Right. It's a chance at least. And Pango, he's getting close to a sheep stick also. If these BKBs do start to wear down lower and lower, you know, you've got 7 seconds for both the Beastmaster and the sniper at this stage. Maybe there's a pathway there to find some type of victory, some type of success. Because if the fights last long enough, those BKBs go down, and then maybe you can even get a second round of hexes off, casting them out. So we'll have to see. It's still a lot, but there hasn't been like significant structural damage up top on the high ground yet. It's only one range rex that's gone down.
Yeah, and Hustlers, they're positioning like they want to try and force something big on the map. They got 50 seconds left on Aegis, so if they try to go for some high ground siege and maybe blunder the Aegis respawn time, there are small windows for Water Runes to capitalize on it.
And this like minefield here is about to get exploded. Divine Llama runs into it, sends in the creeps. He just got that talent to give his summons more vision, but they reveal him. They find him. That's BKB down. Angel finds one. Now roly-poly back and forth. They're gonna catch and kill that clock. So BKB down on Divide. This could be the start of something.
Oh, it is. It absolutely is. Okay, come on, Water Runes. Don't do it again, all right? We had it at the 10-minute mark. It's now 40 minutes, all right? Round 2, baby. This is your moment. Like, Hustlers, they are... I feel like at least the supports are being a bit, you know, bit antsy with their aggression, their positioning, and these cheap kills, like, it stacks up time and time. And I think all because Divine Llama goes to D-Ward. And I think in that scenario, if Tree had, let's say, a Blink Dagger, that's when the clock can go in. But because Tree doesn't have Blink, Beast isn't really in threat because there's no overgrowth, to go into that BKB of the Beast to lock him down. So the itemization of Water Runes isn't really allowing them to win these fights, but Hustlers are still playing as if they have these items. And that alone is the small things that are giving Water Runes the edge.
And you know, it's interesting as Alex walks into 2 mines here. Devi runs into him also. The minefield is very powerful. After that death, Puck immediately buys a full BKB. So has a 9-second one ready. It still is a bit of an issue, you know, playing into Tree with Overgrowth, but it feels like at least there is an answer to those other things. Would love to see Tree get a Blink Dagger as soon as possible. He's saving up right now for a gem and a smoke, it looks like, but it feels like that to be a counterplay against these BKBs would be huge.
Yeah, they have multiple options, I think, with this Tree. Because he doesn't have Shard, he finished the Glimmer Cape, which he needs to use on a core. You can't really rely on Overgrowth, and that's where the Hex Pangolier, that's going to be the key game changer. If Puck does some aggressive Blink, quick Hex into then a Gust and turnaround kill, pre-BKB, it could be enough to surprise some of these quick jumps from Hustlers. But yeah, once again, it's difficult, but I like the fact that Water Runes, they're not going down easy. They're really, you know, dragging themselves through this game, going to make it last as long as possible because their division lives are on the line with this series.
Right.
And part of me, as I look at techies, so I have to say, I kind of miss old techies. I will say a little bit. This is the type of hero that if it was old school techies, you know, I'd give Water Runes like a 90% chance to win this game if we had old school techies. But what can you do? Anyways, we're living in modern times.
Right, and he does have like a lot of those mines down in the base, laying down those proximity mines, which will be annoying to go into high ground with. But the thing that's frustrating is that for Water Rune enjoyers, they're not the team that needs to go in. They're playing with a sniper. He can just sit back and hit from far away, has the 25 attack range talent. We are getting closer to a couple other of those level 25s now. Pango just got his, goes for the Rolling Thunder cooldown. Puck very close as well, about halfway away from it, and that Dream Coil Pierce's magic immunity is always super valuable.
Yeah, it's gonna be... Oh, there's a roar on... Oh, okay, I got baited.
The Primal
Just a Storm
Companion.
Panda.
Yeah, although did get the extra HP for it on that 20 talent, so it takes a while to bring those guys down.
But it's just funny to see him using a Raw on that, because it's like, of course he has spells for Prism Octarine, so it's some like 40-second cooldown, right? But
Yeah.
it's just like, they don't want to make any plays now. They're going to wait for the next Roshan. That Raw is a statement to Water Runes. Like, we're not coming close to your base. If you want to sit in AFK in your base, we'll happily just farm the map and wait for the next Roshan.
Clockwork, he threw out those rocket flares and didn't scout out quite where the rest of Water Runes were. The creep wave now coming into the base, but they roll in and they find him right at the start. Connection, Angel in trouble and going to die. And it is a quick Roche respawn. If they can force them out of here, concussive shot to get him up to the high ground. Still, Devi is completely isolated. They find a coil. They're on to 3. Palantimo still hanging on to that BKB, waiting for his moment. They do have Yond controlled, and so they have to back out with the rest of them, and it looks like Blink might even be caught too. He does have TP to try and get out of there. Does he manage to have enough time on the BKB? He does.
That was incredibly close. Once again, Vision just really assisting Hustlers even under threat. They're fighting underneath the high ground wards, the Hawks, and these are the small things that allow this Puck and Sniper just to dip in and out of the fight and get the necessary kills to secure that Roshan. I respect Water Runes trying to go for that play. If they get one key core kill, you could argue that Roshan might be theirs, but not able to connect on the key heroes in position to do it.
Well, they are now in a lot of trouble. Palantimo's going to run away from the rocket flare spam. Does have not quite 25 yet, but finished off the Scotty. So I'm curious if this is even going to be a point where they feel really comfortable going high ground on the Hustlers, because I mean, it's still very annoying to fight into this lineup, and they can just keep getting further ahead. They're only 12k gold up.
Oh, I just love the mindful that Techies is building up here. It's like, you've already mentioned the fact that Sniper never needs to get into base. There's also no Tusk, Magnus style hero or Mars to reposition them forcefully to get there. Like, so it's like, it's just a casual minefield. It's a cheeky minefield for the lads. But
Yeah, maybe
Hustlers,
it kills Clock when he jumps in.
he just jumps into the middle like 4 mine. That is actually that's the counterplay actually.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll happen in this game or not?
I could maybe see it going down. I don't know if it matters though, to be honest. I mean, he did buyback in the last fight.
I'm not talking about for the actual helping win the game. I just mean for comedic purposes.
Yeah,
Do you think
I think it will. I think he hook
thanks.
shots in at some point. He's got pretty good HP though. Also, Rubik has stolen mines a couple of times and still has it here. So he's making some mines for himself too.
Oh, yeah, the green dots versus the red dots, right? Got to keep track.
True enough. Well, like we said, only a 13,000 gold lead. Pretty significant. Not as bad at this point in the game. Bigger thing will be buybacks and, of course, just the natural advantage that it feels like this Hustlers lineup has. But spam on spam to try and hold off. Glimmer Cape. Mary gets out of there. They had a gem, but was just out of range of it. And Devi, he cast the Hawk, so it's continuously casting onto Stoikov. And eventually, almost caught him, but couldn't quite.
Always out of range for the bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see Water Runes. They're trying to get a little bit of vision there, but as soon as Hustlers move as 5, they have to respect the fact that they have Aegis, Cheese, an abundance of aggression. So yeah, conceding once more, hugging the tier 3s, hugging the tier 4s.
So I think that dive bomb is going to instant cast on him when he comes into range, if I'm not mistaken.
If it's been cast on him, then I think once he's fully lost vision, I don't think it comes back onto him.
All right. Roll. Finds
Sniper.
him. Shad, full control. Does get hexed afterwards. They try and roll in, get him again, but do they have the damage? Yes, they burn through him. But Mirage is laying waste to the backlines right now. They find this Brew, gonna take him down to death. The leash is there, but a bash comes out. Still trying to stand his ground. Palantimos, they find the kill onto Angel too. Okay, so they take down 2, but kill the Clock and burn through the Aegis.
It's honestly, I'm just trying to decide who wins this fight. Like, of course, you lose an Aegis, but you're not really breaking base. The mines are still intact. And Water Runes, imagine if the Brew got split off. That probably could be at least 2 or 3 more heroes dying for Hustlers. They need to be careful with how they engage at this high ground. Like Palantimos, his entire game has been, he has to run away. He can't take these fights. But now, with 32,000 net worth, he's easily able to stand his ground, especially at his own base. Like he has been uncontested in some of these more kind of pivotal comeback engagements. And yeah, this 18k lead, it's obviously big, but I still feel there's like I don't know what the win probability is saying, but I feel like there's like a 20% chance. All right, 28%. All right, somewhat in line.
Yeah. I also feel like pretty soon here, like you talk about, being able to fight underneath their own tower, has that extra armor aura from the tower protection and all the rest of it, which helps him deal with the, sniper, all the damage coming from Beastmaster summons and what have you. At some point, though, trying to move out on the map, that's where it feels very difficult for Water Rune enjoyers. And their lead is going to continue to grow, it feels like.
Yeah, I haven't really tried to entertain that idea yet because I'm scared to talk about it. And the reality is, like, if they win 2 fights and bring back their net worth, actually playing in the open areas, they will probably crumble again because of this Drow versus Beast matchup on Clock and all those shenanigans. But for now, I think the hope for Water Runes is they stall out this first Aegis, which they have done. Maybe they go for a quick decisive play with a smoke, get a kill, retreat back. And then it's set up an engagement where you win the fight and get the next stages after that. That's when you get to play on the map. Until then, you have to respect the fact that you are just behind in every facet of the game.
Right. I also think that right now, this Brew, I feel like he's going for this refresher, which I like the idea of it. But I think that they die to physical damage. I think they need an AC. They're getting one. They have one done on Beastmaster now. Like, if he has that AC aura, he's got a 17-second cooldown Primal Roar right now because of the 25 talent. Like, everybody just dies. Yeah, and he's just roaring the Brewlings. And
for the fun of it, yeah.
I mean, why not?
Oh, not giving away. Ooh.
They get
giving
it.
away the Overlord. I feel like for this Brewmaster as well, like, the other option as well, like you were mentioning armor, really good option. He could go for like an Aeon Disc. There's been maybe 2 or 3 of the last fights that he's just been jumped. He's had to BKB to disengage, but then the fight lasts long enough where he's like, I wish I could have maybe popped ulti at the initiation. So having some Aeon Disc, there isn't a nullifier in play right now. Just get something to give yourself breathing room to enter the fight, because I don't know, I feel I am missing the Brewmaster factor in these fights. But to be fair, this hero, he dominates early game. If you're ahead, you can siege and be really annoying with the axe. But in the later portions of the game, you do fall off as a hero. Like, you are just like a Yules type hero. It's like, I throw some guy up in the air. Oops, that's me done now.
Right. That's an interesting voice that he has right there. He always sounds more virile to me.
I've leaked the persona that's coming out, so I just heard it before, so it was my bad, sorry.
Got it. Look at that odds too, 9-1 right now. Yeah, it is a scary proposition. And for Water Rune enjoyers, it feels like the comeback that they would need to mount to win this game would be kind of ridiculously huge, but it's the type of game where they're going to be sticking it out to the very end. As you said, the hopes of staying here, Div 2, it's all on the line. They do buy double Blink Dagger immediately. Okay.
You come back from a pause, you instantly buy double Blink Octarine Core, you're like, all right, boys, this is our chance. I feel like there's always this opportunity, as long as they have detection for this sniper, if they actually find him, to be able to go, this is where he is, let's lay on the damage. If they kill Sniper, Hustler, can't really take the engagement. If Puck blinks in and gets caught by one of these hexes, and she dies, wait, suddenly they can't take the fight. So there's always that like moment where Hustlers, even with this 20k lead, they can just fumble it. And it's why you see them just not trying to do anything on this map, right? They're just farming, they're waiting. As soon as they get Aegis up, that's when they'll look to make plays again. So it's kind of cool to see this. I don't know if I'm a fan of this this smoke. It's like you're hoping for a quick Roshan respawn.
And we'll see how long it is. I mean, 50 seconds till it's capable of respawning. They get level 20 on the techies. They do manage to retake some of this area of the map, which is pretty beneficial. And that part is definitely nice. Octarine Core done on the Rubik. Holy moly. Wait, roll?
Oh, no.
Oh, he blinked it. I think that he shorted his blink. That is really unfortunate. And now the coil, yeah, this is gone off the rails, gonna completely dismantle this Pango. Oh, that hurts. That is not what they were hoping to have happen. They're just dying one by one. As soon as they leave the base, they get punished. Roar? Does he get caught? Oh my God, they got him. He's got to get the hell out of there. Coil back up in 20. That was also,
the mines are here, Lyrical.
The first instance of the Revenant's brooch used, and they just ate him up. Gobble, gobble.
Once again, they got the Thunder Hide plus Sniper. Inner Beast, AC. There, this Sniper is clicking away.
Lift into the Break Lincolns, into the Roar, but they haven't gotten top of Palantimos. They miss on the hook shot, turns to fight. She's gonna do some damage, but Palantimos, they get on top of her with Mirage, tries to chase down Shad, just getting outranged. Feels bad, but they did manage to kill off that Rubik. Everybody else needing to run away, and they snap the coil. Oh, that hurts. Drow buys back, tries to get out of there. Stoikov getting pushed around inside his roll-up. She does have Blink, so Palantimos could think about jumping forward and trying to find Shad here. But Shad outranging the Drow, forced to use the Shadow Blade, but to no avail. All of the Drow's team are dead, and it looks like the Hustlers have finally gotten to the point where they need to clean up.
Yeah, they broke them. Every time Water Runes tried to make a play, a cheeky little smoke, they were ready. Of course, it helped Rubik steal in the Techie's mine, gave all the vision needed through them just exploding to scout out that prior play, to rebuttal that aggression, and then to sweep it down mid.
And
it does look like it's GG.
Like, it doesn't all come down to this, but shorting the Blink there at the end, it's a testament to how tough this game is. Palantimos, he's going to get caught. Can they turn this here? No, he's making it dead. So that's going to be GG. But the game just felt so hard for Water and Enjoyers, and when you have to hit that perfect initiation, it means that there's a problem.